I was shy and introvert growing up. A lot of priests actually are, but God helps us to grow into the life that He's given us. So I do enjoy, being around people. I do get tired, it doesn't energize me like an extrovert.
Yeah.
It does drain me, but at the same time, I'm happy as a parish priest. I'm happy to be around the people of God.
Yeah. That's the thing. I remember too. I think I'm technically an introvert,
Right.
and always like extremely shy in school. Like I was so shy in school that when the teacher would call on me, I would blush. But then the class would see me blush, and they'd all stare at me to watch me blush, and then I'd blush like a whole other shade
of course,
of red.
right?
So it was awful.
Yeah.
And I would like getting up and doing reports and class stuff. I'd be literally shaking up there. And somewhere along the way, that went away. But I remember I took a personality test and I came out as an introvert, which shouldn't have been a shock, but I kind of freaked out because I'm like, I'm in youth ministry, I can't be an introvert, like that's not what you're supposed to. And then I realized but not every person is an extrovert, and you be you, do your thing. And
sometimes maybe it helps us to be more easy around quiet kids and not push them to come out of their shell. Just wait, because they'll come out when they're ready.
Right.
It all happens in God's time. So I was in high school, and this one teacher, the beginning of this class, he said, "Now Sam, I'm going to have you come up in just a few minutes, and you're just going to give an impromptu speech, okay, just extemporaneous." And I'm like, "What?" And so he waits and he's, "Okay, now Sam, it's time, but just before you come up, we're just going to everybody take your pulse. I just want to get your heart rate." So we do, and mine's like 200 beats a minute or something, and everybody else is about 60 beats a minute. He's like, "Okay, well, this illustrates what anxiety and nerves do to your heart rate." Anyway, Sam, I was just kidding about you giving the speech. Man, I did tell you what, that's a sick man, but it worked. I mean,
right.
I'm like, so when you're nervous, your heart, and then the fact that as a priest, we have to do this every day of our life almost. We stand in front of people and have to give a little talk, and you discover what works and what doesn't, and I do think that Cardinal Newman had this little thing, cor ad cor loquitur, that heart speaks to heart, that whatever way you can be most genuine, the most, the way you are, the way God made you to be, and that can be writing it out or just kind of, working it out in your head and speaking. Whatever works, you should do, but just be yourself. I mean, that's going to be the most convincing. If you're up there trying to, cultivate a certain aura or, I want to come off this way, well, just be who you are,
Right.
And it's going to be the most effective. So, but that God calls introverts to stand before the world is, that's a scriptural, theme, that He chooses the weak to humble the strong. So a lot of us, if somebody compliments us, we'd say, well, you can thank God because that's His gift. He gave it to me, but it's not for me, and I'm as surprised as anybody that I could do these things. So